But having said that,
Okay.
we're live now.
We what?
We're live.
We're live. Okay.
This is it. Say hello to your audience. Okay. It is August 18th, Friday.
Yes, it is.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You're laughing that I have to sometimes check the calendar because I come in here and I rarely know what day it is. And you were also just saying that you'll introduce a song or a lesson and
make it seem like I don't know, but I do. But whatever.
That's great. Every once in a while you have to pretend to be humble or something instead of being the know-it-all that I pretend to be. Yeah. No. See, I take the different approach.
Okay.
I want everybody to think I know everything.
Okay.
And I really don't. Oh wait, I can't say that in front of everybody.
We'll edit it out.
Yeah. I'll do some editing. So anyway,
Right.
It is the Friday before camp, and Vanessa is here. We've had a blast the last couple of days. Well, she had a very special trip. I guess we'll talk about that in just a minute, probably. I don't know what's been going on at TG this week. I think we have a new lesson of yours coming out today. By the time people see this, it will be up. And what else? We did a Max lesson, Paramore, Ain't It Fun, I think.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't know the song.
Yeah,
Did you?
Me either.
No? The band?
I've heard
At
of
least?
the band. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And but I didn't know your song either. The one that was released today.
Really?
Well, I'll have to go listen to it.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't looked at the lesson yet. I'm a little backlogged on looking at your lessons. I'm about 100 behind. So it's on my long list.
I always take it as in he trusts me enough to do well, so he doesn't even check it.
I used to look at your intros.
Just
to check,
the previews.
Just to check grammar.
Okay.
I mean, the written
the
stuff,
intros. Yeah.
Sometimes those.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And now, and usually it's just like a comma here or something like that. Something that may, but I don't do that very often anymore either. I just send it off to the powers that actually do stuff at TG, which is not me.
Okay. Because I actually check it later. As in, if you
like
have
to see
made
if I change anything?
what is it, and what can, and then I try to remember it for next time.
Yeah, and it's usually really small, if anything. That's just it. So you've done a great job making my life really easy at TG. Unfortunately, it's also promoting making me really lazy at TG. Although it compounded with surgeries and other things like that. It wasn't all just me trying to take a break. It was sort of a forced break. And unfortunately, I've now gotten used to the break. And now with camp ready, anyway. So by about November, I should have some new lessons. And I'm not going to do bus stop again. Never mind.
Okay. Let's not duplicate lessons.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, well, tell me about where did this come from?
Yes. So I have actually a new guitar. It is just amazing that I do. Well, for quite a few years, I've been thinking I deserve a high-end, gorgeous guitar.
Right.
But I'm not, for one, I'm definitely not going to spend any big amount of money on a guitar that I'm kind of like, it's nice.
Right.
So the only guitars up until now that I really was like, wow, they're beautiful were Sandy's and Ed's.
Both Claxtons.
Both Claxtons. They were like, wow, those sound fantastic. But neither of them wanted to sell it. So
right.
Didn't work. Anyway, but I did take a Seattle trip to visit old-time members.
Old-time members who we'd love to hear more from.
And
Susie and Dennis. Check in more, you guys.
Yeah, indeed. Maybe they will now.
Yeah, now that they've been
You're
tagged.
in the news, yeah. So, spent some time with Sue and met up with Dennis, who offered me a guitar. And said, I have a deal for you, you can't refuse.
He's giving you the Godfather deal. Oh my God. You got a horse head in your bed now too, right?
Yeah.
Never mind. Sorry.
And I had played the guitar actually a year ago already when I visited them as well.
Right.
So I was kind of aware of, that's a great guitar. Sure, I need to listen to it again and you know how it works. Yeah. And
but he wasn't selling it then.
Not this one.
Right.
This was really his guitar. Yeah. So anyway, so this is a Goodall. Is he American?
Yeah, and when we had our music store 15 years ago, he was based in Hawaii. So James Goodall is who we're talking about. Okay. And I see on the label, though, it now says Fort Bragg, California, which is a couple hundred miles up the coast of California. Right. Beautiful. Mendocino, it's right near where Alex DeGrassi lives.
Right.
He's up in that area, too. So I didn't know. I had heard Goodall had moved, but and I probably had heard it was in somewhere in California, but it eluded me until I saw your label. Yeah.
So he was right. It was an offer I couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I would never spend that amount of money on a new guitar.
And that's what. So
this was just like, this is a good deal. I should just do it.
And he's absolutely in the same league of these small shops.
Yeah.
Claxton, Mark Blanchard, many other. Mike Baranick is another one whose guitars I haven't seen in a long time, but we used to carry his guitars at our store too.
Yeah.
But just beautiful sound. Well, maybe you could demonstrate it for us.
It does have a beautiful sound, especially finger picking wise, I would say. Strumming too. Let me see the few instrumentals that I play. I need to dig up Rosamé though. Would be awesome to play on this one, but I do know a little bit of Romanza, I guess. Something.
Very
I've
nice.
done better, but
that's okay. And great feeling with the,
you like
the
that?
speed and the.
That's good.
Yeah, it'll take a little while, I think, with this guitar to understand its dynamics. Where you can because this is a very loud guitar, and so you have a much wider range of dynamics than you're used to.
Yeah.
And so some of that could that could add to that song a lot too.
Because I know at least you've explained it at one point, I guess, maybe in the lesson itself, that you play this like 2 times,
right? And
you would play the first one like subtle or softer maybe, and the second one a bit more expressive, and then you get into the major.
And you can absolutely do the opposite too. It's like you could play the first one big and then a little spookier for the second. I mean, it's like that's
okay. So you can kind of
I think I kind of like the idea in this one of starting tentative. And then maybe the second verse.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
A little, just more out of it. A little faster, a little harder, a little, still with the same inflections. I mean, the retards speeding up, slowing down, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
But
this is a great song to do that. To just improvise a little. Let's see what happens when I do it so or whatever. Yeah. So I do like to play this one. Yeah. And on this one, this guitar sounds
really
gorgeous.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So Dennis, you haven't said you've said exactly as it is. Over here, they all loved it.
Yeah.
An absolute beauty, Chris said.
She was worried, though, too. She says, I'm going to take this back to my people, and if they don't like my guitar, I'm going to feel like...
What if my teacher doesn't like my guitar? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So no, I'm getting more and more excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That is really neat.
Also because you're really discovering the guitar.
Right.
It's just little...
Yeah, you've had it for like 2 days now or something, right? So it's,
Anyway, so I will have a new guitar in my videos, probably. I do have markers. Sorry. So that's nice.
Real guitar students don't need markers.
You're absolutely right.
Oh boy, now we've opened a bad can of worms.
No, what was I thinking?
Sorry, Bill.
Anyway, this is really just a joke. Yeah. It really is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We do miss you. We wish you were coming to camp this year, by the way, too. But totally understand the difficulty of getting to Monterey. It's difficult for me to get to Monterey, and I'm actually, it's one of those things that, being an hour and a half away from my house instead of 15 minutes was a rough change. But it was kind of,
forced.
It was forced.
Yeah,
I had
we
no
really
choice
couldn't do anything about it.
If presentation reopens and we can do it back at presentation next year, that'll be the plan. One thing that you and I were talking about just before we turned the camera on, that when you hit this B7 and you like redid that note, it's like when you play a song that has, we were talking about this with Rosamé. Yeah. Because it's not technically difficult, but one suspect note, it's like, oh man.
Yeah.
And that happens to me all the time when I'm doing a really quiet song. I actually get more nervous playing things like here, can you remember it? And making sure every note comes out the way I want it. Then if I'm doing something like, I can't remember that one now. But if I'm playing something like Who Done It, like right there, good thing I was talking because I just muffed 3 notes. But hopefully you can't tell because the song's got a whole different spirit. But the quiet one's Cavatina. Man, you play something like Cavatina, one note.
Yeah, I just said Rosa May is Unforgiven and Romanza too.
Yeah.
You just gotta. I do have to admit that I need to be more focused when playing it.
Yeah. And
sometimes when I'm not, and when I'm totally relaxed, I can do well too. But I guess
and here we're sitting on the pressure of playing in front of tens of people that will watch this is just messing with our heads.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
Well, we are gearing up for a weekend of camp-related stuff, barbecue Sunday, and a lot of people are coming in town.
Going to
over the next couple
welcome
of days.
quite a few people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yeah. What are you hoping to do this year different at camp? Or not different? What do you anything special that you're thinking about or looking forward to or afraid of? Afraid won't happen again. We don't need to go into the open mic issues, but we'll solve that off camera.
Yeah. I have no idea actually, because we also haven't seen
no
the
plan.
plays. We have
There is no plan.
Don't say that.
The plan will evolve tomorrow as I talk to Dave, Doug, Jim Bruno, who will be there the whole time.
Yeah.
And,
I do think that this is the 5th camp now. We're getting experienced somewhat.
And one thing I'm finding every year is people just want more time to play together.
Yeah.
And I can stay out of the way. And I see them, I see us kind of like walking around, checking in on groups of people and offering, quick little pieces of advice.
Exactly.
More than assembling them all for a class.
Yeah.
We'll have a few classes. And of course your sing-along early afternoon class is a hit, and it's like,
people do enjoy it.
Because that was one of the things that people were asking me. Oh, Vanessa's still going to have that sing-along, right? We've invited a fly in here. How irritating. Pot sticker. Why do we keep you around here? You chase birds, but you won't chase flies. Anyway, dumb cat.
Oh, that's good. So then, now you'll see. That's a good thing. So, and in general, I find every year that I can have a plan, and it will totally go differently. So I've come to the point that I'm like you. I'll just let it come and go with the flow and see. And whenever I get into playing with a student or teaching a student, I don't know now what they're going to come up with.
Right.
So there's not much preparation there. I just, on the fly, need to...
I think another hit or another successful thing for us was the semi-private lessons, kind of where we're all available and you can come by for 10 or 15 minutes and have your own little session.
That worked pretty good.
Especially in front of, and anybody can watch those too. And I've always encouraged my students to show up early for their lesson and eavesdrop on whatever's going on. And, many times they've heard a song that I never thought they would be interested in. They say, oh, I got to learn that.
Yeah,
what is, and they'll say, oh, yeah, okay.
That's pretty cool.
We can do that,
Yeah.
So, anyhow.
Yeah. So in that respect, I don't really have, like, a fixed plan.
Yeah.
Every year I have less plans.
Yeah. No, that's...
I started out with really a plan, and then at one point I was like, we'll just see how it goes. And we are teachers. We do this, like, for quite a few years now. So it usually, you do know what to do or to help them.
Yeah.
So it'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun having the rest of the crew here, Chris and Karina, over the few days or even a week they've been here now.
Yeah.
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 2. Maybe anyway. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been
really
fun.
They've had some fun spending time with the relatives and students and stuff.
Yeah.
So
exactly. But there will indeed be a lesson at least this week. I have another one in store, so maybe next week or the following week. So
good. We're not falling. We're
kind of. I try to. I think maybe 1 week I'll. I had 3 lessons instead of 4 for the month.
That's okay. That's.
You gotta forgive me for that.
Yeah, that's 3 more than I got this month. Although maybe Wicked Game might have been this month. I can't remember whether it was July or August, but it was. Yeah. And then of course I was starting a lesson on this. I got to tell this story because this is so.
What was the song called again?
I'll tell the story. Yeah, because it was. Chris and Karina and I were up late listening to music one night, and Bus Stop came on the radio or on the. I thought, oh, that's a cool little thing to play in there, and so I started, and it's mostly a simple strumming song, but then there's also a. There's a little guitar solo and stuff in there. So I thought, oh man, that's a lesson I could put together, and I started typing up a little. I got out my Guitar Pro and started writing out this thing, and I went to save the document in the folder I always would, and it says replace existing bus stop. I thought, oh my god. I better not replace the existing one yet. I better go look at the existing one. So I look at the existing one, and it looks like it's stuff that I've done. I mean, it's got like my fingerprints on it. And so I think, oh my gosh, I wonder if we have a lesson on this. Sure enough, we did. It was a good thing I looked, because I was about to shoot a new lesson on Bus Stop. I hate it when that happens.
How many lessons have you done in order to make something like that happen?
At least 1,000.
Yeah, that's, you're excused.
But then I also came to the conclusion that there are none left for me to do. I've done every good song in the universe. See?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, anyhow. Okay, we should get out of here, I think. Although we're hoping to get, before Chris leaves, one of his favorite lessons at TG is this.
The Tiger.
Eye in the Sky.
Eye in the Sky. I'm the Tiger.
Yeah.
That's another song.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Anyway, so and I'd totally forgotten how that goes. I did remember doing a lesson on it, but he said, "Oh, you got to do this, and we got to try to make a recording of him singing it." So we hope to come up with a cool acoustic snapshot of Chris and maybe Karina doing some harmony for that song. I think we tried it last night.
Could be even more in there in harmonies.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I did sing one yesterday. I was like, is someone singing this vocal? No, no. I can do this one safely.
Yeah. So we may get to that before camp. We have to be before camp before he leaves.
Yeah.
So
pretty much today is a day on our own still, and then tomorrow.
Pretty much, although we have
the crowd comes in.
Command performance tonight.
Yeah.
We had a few friends over the other night and had a late night. We're just playing music till. Not late at all for us, 9 o'clock. Usually we do this till midnight, but by 9 o'clock, my friends who were here, who it's interesting because they never hear me play. It's like they know I play the guitar, but I never play guitar.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Because you've known them at least those particular friends.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they're half of them are like our volleyball circle, people that we knew when we back, when Nani and I met playing volleyball
way back with
and stuff. Yeah. And so it was kind of funny that they sat there and realized, God, we never hear Neil play, and stuff. And here he's with his friends who've got great voices and good guitar players and stuff like that. So anyway, so they said, wow, why don't you guys all come to our house Friday night? We'll invite like 1,000 of our best friends, and you can play for them. Hopefully, it's only about 10 of their best friends, but still. So anyway, we're taking the act on the road tonight.
Yep.
We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll try to video it. I don't know. It sounds like a lot of trouble, but we'll see. So, okay. That is it for today. Probably no news next week, but I think we'll have some reports from camp at least once in a while. You can be able to upload some videos. I should be able to. But so we're off to Asilomar and back in 2 weeks, I think. So that's it for now. See ya.